Hi! While watching videos with subtitles will only slow you down. So, the truth is that many people learning a language understand when they see the text in this language, but they cannot figure out the same text when they hear it. And it's not because of the accent, because of that too, but mainly because they did something wrong when they were learning this language. So, are you thinking now, is it all because of subtitles? Well, yes, but you do need subtitles, otherwise you won't understand what is said, right? If you have the same problem of not being able to understand things you hear in another language, stay with me and you'll get the answer on how to fix it very soon. So to use this no subtitle watching in your advantage, you should know the basic principles that a language learning consists of. So there are four main aspects to learning a language: speaking, listening, reading and writing. So they are all different processes happening in different parts of your brain. The best way to learn a language is to practice all of that to the more or less equal extent, because one, eventually you'll most likely need all of them in your life, so you will learn it anyway. And two, practicing one aspect automatically pulls up the rest of the aspects, because they are interrelated, they are interconnected with each other. So getting back to movies with subtitles. Here you have to decide what you want to practice first. Okay, we usually use movies to practice our listening comprehension. We listen to what is said, we follow the images and connect what we see with what we hear. When we want to improve our reading, we usually use books. The same way we read, and with the help of the context of cohesive story, we practice our reading comprehension. So what happens when we turn on a movie with subtitles? We want to practice our listening, but instead of listening, we read the subtitles, meaning that we actually are practicing our reading. You may object now that the subtitles are just a help tool, or you might think that you practice both reading and listening at the same time. But remember, we are talking about a language which you are not fluent in. It takes time for your brain to perceive the information in this language, to make sense of it. The processes in your brain which take place when you listen to a foreign language are different than the ones of when you read a foreign language. And when you watch a new movie with an unknown story for your brain in a foreign, not yet very known language, the chance that your brain will focus on both reading and listening to the same extent is very low, if not absent at all. Your brain always tries to make it simpler if it's possible. In this case, when you're better at reading than listening, your brain will switch to reading those subtitles, because that's how you'll most likely understand the movie. And understand the movie is the goal your brain gets when you turn on the TV. If your goal while watching a movie is to practice your listening skills, you should make it clear for your brain and eliminate the possibility of practicing something else, like reading. So are subtitles evil? No, of course not. If you live in the country when the language is spoken, you practice your listening comprehension anyway. Also, when you watch without subtitles and cannot figure out what is said after maybe fifth time of rewatching, turning on subtitles will save you time and help you eventually learn a phrase, if you look it up in the dictionary, of course. This is the third video of the series Learn a Language Smart, where I give language learning advice for those studying a language on their own. No matter what language you learn, these videos are going to cover the most common language learning questions. So like and subscribe if you have not done it yet, to have a useful video in your subscriptions. Watch another video to facilitate your language learning process. See you next time!